ajirekere Bobby, ajikolere. Mama Kona, Kona. NUP. Everywhere. We could sing and sing and sing, but you know time is not on our side. Let me start with her.
Honorable, I'm going to request you to please be here. I don't want chairs.
Hey, we need our backdrop.
Yeah, you only have chairs there.
Yeah. Sorry. Kasi, are you going to read a piece? I don't know. I didn't know how to handle my book also as I spoke, but sister, what's the name? Sorry? Harriet. Okay. Many times you'll find such people that dissuade you. They will always be there. But you remember that song that our president sang? If you stand for the truth, be ready to stay alone. I don't know the name. If you stand for the truth, be ready to stand alone. There are people that will go with you, but they will keep on falling off. As long as you know you are standing for the truth, be ready to stand alone. Just be firm. Those who are scaring you, they have scared us also before. Okay? Okay, where you had a general big thing looking at the tribe, the clan, the tribe, they said going to cause us problems. They've told us all those stories before. Okay, some of us have come from very powerful NRM families. For me, my father was one of those revolutionaries. He was a fighter, I was RDC. Okay? But time came and I made a decision, and don't you think I was not scared? I was extremely threatened from all corners, including State House corners. I was educated by State House. They took me to the United Kingdom and sponsored me. And people called me, you girl, after Museveni empowered you that level, you betrayed him. But when he was empowering me, he didn't tell me he was going to stay president forever. He didn't tell me. Probably if he had told me, I would have reconsidered. Okay? So, if you know you're standing for the truth, please be firm, whatever circumstance that might be. Please. I encourage you, don't even come to consult anybody here whether you should stand as an independent, because they're not going to support you. But at the end of it all, it will be your personal decision to either stay on the right path with the many. Do you think it is easier to fight alone than fighting as a group? Because when you go as an independent, you'll be fighting alone. You better fight with a group other than fighting alone. I thought I needed to address that. Some of the things you have mentioned are administrative. We shall therefore handle them administratively. But I beg that I comment about a few things. We have seen people from the Western region so much. Okay, first of all, I congratulate you upon making that decision to go and fight what you think is difficult. Even some of us know it is difficult, but those of you that made such a decision to go and attack the Western axis, we congratulate you and we thank you so much. But again, don't so much lament about it. Don't cry over it. You know, West. Let me tell you, it was not easy to start. The opposition seed in Buganda. It was extremely difficult. Just you know that we supported Museveni first, and when he fought with them, he promised them heaven on earth. So whoever came here against Museveni was looked at as an anti-people. Ant-people, ant-area. Ant-people, ant-area. We isolated those people, I must tell you. You're saying you're facing isolation. It was done here first. The opposition people done here first. The opposition people were isolated. We kept on pointing at them, calling them Abebibina. That was the code name that was Abebibina. That was the code name that was given to them. Them, it was extremely difficult. But do you know where we have reached? That now the whole of Buganda was liberated. So it starts small, and then it grows into a very successful story. So I want to tell you, Don't wither. Don't give up. Don't wither. Don't give up. Don't be threatened by people telling you. Be threatened by people telling you you are nothing. You are spoilers. You are nothing. You are spoilers. It's just like that. I was telling people it's just like that. I was telling people who came to attend my mother's funeral. Who came to attend my mother's funeral. That birthday used to get 2 votes at that polling station. They used to get 2 votes at that polling station. We vote very my mother's home is at the prison. Mother's home is at the prison. We border with the prison in Chipurara. We border with the prison in Chipurara. He used to get 2 votes. At our home we had dissos come from my family also in the west because we come from the west. And the polling station is just right in the playground. But the children of the dissos voted against Museveni. My own cousins were campaigning for Bobby while the father was campaigning for Museveni. And we got very sizable number of votes at that polling station. So don't give up, polling station. So don't give up. We started. And when we moved, we are not going to move back. We are not going to move back. That was the first step we made. We are moving forward. We are moving forward. We got a lot of votes in the west and Museveni was threatened. That's why they went and threatened. That's why they went and rigged. Do you know that many people in the west rigged? Do you know that many people in the west were not given an opportunity to vote? They will find when they voted for them. We have already voted for you, President. You can't make other. You would vote. You can't make other. You would vote for MP but not president. Vote for MP but not president. Why do they know? Do they do that? They don't trust their people because they know they can vote against them. Now what we need to do is to encourage those people to speak out, say, no, you don't have a right to vote for me, I need to vote for myself. Ask people in Chirura what happened there. Everybody knows, it's a common story, everybody knows. So please, the Western region, we congratulate you people who went and stood for positions. There. You made the first step, it was there. You made the first step, it was the right step to do. Stay firm, it was the right step to do. Stay firm, we're gonna join you and fight on to the West. We shall liberate the West as well. We shall liberate the West as well. Yes, I can't emphasize the need for structures. Your own people. Who told you people are not going to fight you? They're not going to fight you. Let me tell you, people will fight you. And they always fight each other. And in every party, these people fight themselves, DP they fight themselves, DP they fight themselves, NRM they do, You know? Didn't I face the wrath of NRM people while I was NRM? I was an NRM flag bearer. The DISOs and the RDCs and the BCs, everybody fought me. So you will be fought wherever you go because sometimes people look at it as survival. They fight well for you. Are fighting for a cause. Someone is fighting for a cause. Someone is fighting for a position. Some other person is fighting for bread. So they will for bread. So they will always fight you. And you have to always fight you. And you have to assert yourself. Put your stuff down and say, I'm not going anywhere. Good things don't come easy. You have to fight for them. And as you fight on, some of those questions are answered. I know. For me now, nobody can ask me my husband. I come for a vote and you say, who's your husband? I will tell you, what about the husband? Is he the one who's going to speak? Now, but to reach that level, you must have been able to assert yourself. That's how it starts. When you start as a young girl, they'll ask you your husband. They'll talk about lots of many things. Now let me give you a trick. When you go to stand, first of all, you make your SWOT analysis. Get to know your weaknesses, your strengths, your threats. Now, when you're analyzing your threats, you'll get those who ask questions. They will get those who ask questions. They will say you are Mariah. The first thing they talk about a woman, say that you are Mariah. The first thing they talk about a woman, they say Mariah. She's a Mariah, and they say Mariah. She's a Mariah. She's not hers. She doesn't have a husband. She's not hers. She doesn't have a husband. She has many children from many husbands. Who asks a man how many? Who asks a man how many children they have from how many women? Okay. So they will say all those things. Get those questions with you and get the answers ahead of your opponents. If they attack you unaware, they'll weaken you. So the first thing you need to do is to understand yourself. Get to know all your weaknesses and opportunities and your strengths and your threats, and then you'll be able to attack. Okay? By the way, some people even preempt. Say, I know you're going to say this, then you do it. I've not seen say this, then you do it. I've not seen powerful politicians be admired here before of the country.